Hello everyone, welcome to Darkness Within in Pursuit of Loath Nolder. This is something that is not quite usual for my channel. I would usually sit and stream some RPG game, but this time I decided to do something that I was planning to do for a long time, and that's this. This is one of my most favorite adventure games. It came out in 2007. Back then I used to play a lot of games like this, such as this, then Barrow Hill, then what was the name of that series? Lost Souls, then of course Sherlock Holmes series, all 7-9 parts that came out back then, Nemesis and stuff like that. And there were other games really, and I enjoy these games quite a lot. This game has 2 parts. This is the first part, and without further ado, let's just dive in. Let's select difficulty. I'm gonna go with detective.
Men of broader intellect know that there is no sharp distinction betwixt the real and the unreal. They say that I am mad. They said the 2 locals found me in the morning, 7 miles from the town of Windlaps. I was laughing and muttering meaningless gibberish to myself. I was cursing and arguing with myself. A raving madman with burning eyes, lost in the dark depths of his own merciful delirium. They say that I had been searching for a particular grave in the local cemeteries. They were right. If you knew whose grave it was, you would understand. So my behavior, which seemed abnormal, had nothing to do with madness. You must understand that. If you knew what had happened to me, then you would, I promise, also understand the reasons for my behavior. It all started on that cold November day. That was when I was given the case of the fugitive suspect, Loath Nolder, a man whose intelligence I greatly admired. He had returned after 5 years of traveling to bizarre locations and had become the primary murder suspect in the first case he took on. It was Loath Nolder who left Wellsmouth those 5 years ago, but was he the same man who returned? That's the question. This I will leave to the judgment of the readers of these notes. They tell me that I've been here in the Wellsmouth Mental Institution for 2 weeks now. Is it really that long? I cannot say. I do not remember the first 8 days. The doctors tell me I am making progress. I think they are lying. It takes me longer every day to remember where I am, even who I am, after I wake up from the dreams. That is why it is essential to keep these notes as I struggle to convince myself that I am really mad. Because before the night that I was found, I looked into the deepest wells of madness more than any man alive. Yes, I am definitely mad. I must be. Because everything I have seen through the eyes of insanity's omnipresent soul.
That was sinister beginning, you would agree with me. This is a very interesting story, and you will see what I'm talking about as we are making a progress. What is this? Oh, I remember this. Strange graffiti. Strange graffiti. I think I see 2 faces before a snake head. I wonder whose imagination this kind of graffiti could come from. Yeah, it's sinister. I mean, this entire hallway is like very, very sinister. What does this mean? Who drew all of this graffiti? You'll never know. Let's just go inside. Reminds me of somewhere beautiful room, yeah. Oh. Oh no, this. I do this dreaming about the corpses and stuff. Not good. And we're waking up from our nightmare. Seems it was all a dream.
Oh, another nightmare. What's going on with these dreams I've been having lately? So vivid. Almost as if they were real.
Let's answer that phone. It's killing me. There it is. Right click the mouse to toggle the inventory window. Oh. Okay.
Yes, Arthur?
At last! Where were you? I've been trying to contact you for hours.
What's the problem, Arthur?
Loath Nolder escaped from the hospital last night. I've been calling you for hours with the news.
Strange. I never heard the phone.
Check your answering machine. I left several messages.
Anyway, what happened with Loath?
No one knows. It's like he just vanished out of the place overnight.
Okay. I'm on my way in now.
Interesting.
Howard, are you feeling all right?
Just a little tired, Arthur. I must have overslept last night. Nothing to worry about.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
So Loath escaped. To read clues, click Cover's Mind button in the inventory panel, then click on the clue to read. Oh, I remember this. So basically, in this game, you will combine the leads to get some sort of conclusions on what will happen next, on development of your investigation, and it's all done in this screen. Examine screen. This is for checking out the objects. Okay, let's see what does he have on this table. Nice. Okay. That's interesting. I wanted to do the tuning, but I can only change the stations. Never mind. Oh,
No
0
new
messages. Did Arthur say that he left messages for me? I'd better call and ask him about this. Yeah, he said. Let's speak with Arthur.
Yes, Howard?
Arthur, it's me again. Sorry, I think I might have missed a few things earlier.
Okay, Howard. What do you want to know?
You called me, so why did
You called me?
Yeah.
So why didn't you leave a message on my machine?
What do you mean? I left plenty of messages. You didn't get them?
I don't know, Arthur. I think this old machine is broken.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when I get to the office.
See ya.
I didn't want to ask him again about the case. It's I and my nightmares. Yeah, this is another depressing book of poems. Poetry, not poems. Lovecraftian, of course, like the rest of this game. It has very, very dark. How do I? Oh, there we go. It's very dark book. I don't know why this dude reads this, but whatever. I keep my clothes and some other things in here. Nothing of interest. I think you should change before going to work, but whatever. Nothing of interest here. Oh, my pistol I'm keeping in my bedroom just in case. The ring was left to me by my father, and it was given to him by his father. My father said the symbol and it's a symbol of our family. Illuminati? This dude lives in a very small apartment, actually. Oh, this is one of my most favorite paintings. Unfortunately, cannot be seen. It's too dark. Let's see, what is this? Rubaiyat, one of my favorite books of poetry. We cannot. Can I check the picture? Oh, it's okay. Oh, this hallway is much more pleasant than his bedroom. And why is his... Oh my god, his bathroom is so dark. What is this? We figured it out. Yeah. Anything else? Oh. Phalloplex. Terra Sanctum. Is our body taking some heavy meds? I'm not sure. Let's open this. Yeah, this is the place where he keeps his car keys. Okay, I think we're good to go. He's not gonna change his clothes, so why waste our time? Let's just go to the office. Oh, so this is the this is the hallway of the building where he lives. He lives in a dump, unfortunately. He's like a detective or something, so I don't know why he lives in a dump. This office has been mine since I was promoted to police detective. You should change the place where you live in.
Wellsmouth. Never much happening here. Just run-of-the-mill cases and paperwork to catch up on. That's my normal working day. But not with this case. I've got to admit, it's been good to be dealing with something a little out of the ordinary for once.
Yeah. Let's check that PC from Denidius. I wish I have one of these. Register of deaths. Full name Clarkfield. White, male, owner of company in Northwood Forest, 4 days, Portland Cemetery, suffocation. Next, Wilsmouth Police Department homicide report, Field Clark, reported by Officer Bronislav. Okay. The deceased, what did I say? The decades. The deceased was found on the borders of Northwood Forest, about 85 miles north of Wilsmouth Town Center. An ID was found on him for identification. His brother Jonathan Field was summoned. He identified the deceased and added that he has been missing for some time. He explained that he hadn't reported this to the police since he had received a packet with a letter which told him not to do so. He said that he had hired a private detective, Loath Nolder, to find his brother and had given the aforementioned packet to him. Known suspect or possible motives, Loath Nolder. Okay. He put himself in a very big mess. This Loath guy.
These are investigation pictures taken at Loath Nolder's office. There was nothing there when we first searched the place. I have examined the place several times since then, but couldn't find any clues. That office is the only property Nolder owns. He even sold his house to help pay for his strange travels around the world. So why didn't he sell his office as well? I think I'd better take these pictures with me. Maybe there's something here we're not seeing.
Probably. You're gonna take them one by one, really? Okay. Let's check these items. Oh, so it's like the inside of this dude's office. It's very like It's dirty office. Very, very dirty office. Loath Nolder's office. Yeah, let's go there. I love the weather. Loath Nolder's office. Nothing was found during the police investigation because every record had been strangely effaced. The office has a hushed, expectant air, as though it is hiding secrets and has been waiting 5 years for Loath Nolder's return.
There wasn't this much mess the last time I was here. It's been sealed for police investigation, but someone's been in here. Who was it? And why? There is nothing important here. It's almost empty.
Are you sure? Let's check this thing first. The calendar is 5 years old. Oh, I'm clicking too fast. Sorry. This calendar is 5 years old. This must be from just prior to his sudden decision. He visited some African Oceanian country. How do they say it in English? Never mind. Pacific countries. So dude decided to travel. Oh, I know this from the photo. There is something different about this picture. Yeah, but I didn't want to check that one. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Oh, let's check all of them. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Okay. Nothing seems... Okay, so the only picture that... Something different. Let's see what is different. Oh, that's this. Yeah, the picture has been curved a little bit. Earthquake hit Brankstein just after 3 a.m. 6.1 magnitude. Damn, that's huge. Exciting coincidence. Recently, in a coal mine that belongs to Big Mole Mining Corporation in the town of Brankstein, exciting coincidence occurred. Many archaeologists consider this the most mysterious and exciting discovery in recent years. A room was found with its entrance covered with figures, reliefs. Oh my God, my English died today. I'm sorry about this. And unexplained drawings. It's explained that this could possibly be part of some prehistoric underground region of a settlement. The operation of the mine was stopped immediately until a complete investigation of the region is carried out. The first archaeologist who investigated the region, David R. Henderson, explained that the remains do not belong to any civilization known to date, and that they are from very ancient times. Definitive conclusions will be available only after a complete examination. That is exciting. What do we have here? Wildsmoth, Myths and Legends of an Ancient Town. This book is about the folk myths of Wildsmoth. I vaguely remember my grandfather telling me some of them. Okay. It's about some curse, and it's just these few pages. I love this graphic. Even the folk of Wolfspray encounter small harsh-looking hostile folk. Oh my God, it's sinister. General Wilson's settlement that was built during medieval times. Alphonse Gray worked with me on some parts of the book. Nice, nice. For the people who want to read this, just pause and check it out. It's really, this game has really nice stories. This seems to be a list of some symbols. Yeah, it's a code. I have no idea what they're used for. Codes for something, but I have no idea for what. We'll probably have to figure this out at some point of the game. I don't think I need to do it now. Let's go ahead and check the image. Not the image, the picture. Someone moved the painting. The scene has been sealed by police. Let's see the back of it. There seems to be something in it. I need something to open it with it. Oh, I know. I remember this. this dude had the how do you call this thing, letter opener. Let's use it here. Can I? Oh, I need to close the inventory, of course. Left click on painting with the letter opener. Yeah, I already did that and got bunch of items. Let's an envelope I found in the paintings frame. I think it was put there after the police investigation. Nothing on the outside. I think I need to combine it. There we go. In order to open it. So we have the key, the letter, and some notebook or something. I need to research the letter, okay? This key looks very old. I need to underline specific words. Okay. Jonathan, you know that underline Clark on the letter by left clicking and dragging the pen. Okay. Why is tutorial so bothersome? Click on the read think button to make Howard read and think about underlined passage. I need to read the letter first. At the end of letter Clark is written, and it's written to Jonathan, his brother. These are the notes that Jonathan mentioned in his statement. Jonathan, you know that I like to stick all documents are researched in this manner. There are still clues in this letter. Good luck finding them. Goodbye. Yeah, I know. I can enable automatic research if I want. Jonathan, you know that I like to stick to the point. I'm writing this note to you because I know that shortly something bad is going to happen to me. For about 4 months now, we haven't seen each other, and I didn't reveal my location because I knew that as long as I was looking after the company and keeping things in order, you wouldn't worry about me. I will speak plainly. I know that you don't like me, and the feeling is mutual, but this is not the time for such matters. About 1 year ago, I bought a house in the old northern quarter, and I was living there during the gradually increasing time periods when we didn't speak to each other. True to my nature, mysteries of olden times always attracted me much more than anything else, and you also know that I never wanted to mention my present situation either to you nor to anyone else. In fact, up until 2 months ago, I never even considered such a thing, and now, despite the inconceivable nature of the situation that I'm in, I can hardly suppress my feeling of reluctance. You can call this a sort of childish jealousy, but I don't care. Right now, it is impossible to tell you what has happened. If you wonder, you can acquire a little information from my notes, which I have included in this package. There is just one thing I want from you. Do not go there and sell it any way you can. Do this both for you and for our family's honor. And don't go to police regarding this affair. Don't go. Whatever happens, you can find the address below. We will not meet again. Take care. Clark. Now, clues. I guess the address is important clue, right? There is an address here, but of what? What? Of a house, dude. Maybe I need to underline this from what I remember. Interesting. Yeah. Mr. Field secretly bought a house. No shit. We just read the fucking message. I want to mention present situation, maybe. Nothing particularly interesting. Okay. Address. Here's the address of Clark Field's house. The key is in the envelope. In the envelope must be... Okay, I better go there to continue investigation. Okay. Shit is unfolding. Let's see what else do we have. Oh, these are the Clarksfield notes. So basically, maybe I should read this. In fact, I decided to write these notes precisely 1 month after I bought this house in which I have found myself lost in thought and rift in its dim silence. I escaped the meaningless monotony of my life by listening to every creak, every sound a house makes. I may not write often, but I think that these notes are important. I found this house only by an astonishing coincidence. I had gotten lost in the snow-covered narrow streets of this part of the city while I was wandering. I felt in awe as though I were adrift in some misty past. I woke from my wonder and strove to find the way back. This is how I came to this house. Its majestic appearance attracted my attention. For some time I had wanted a place to come to from time to time, to listen to this overlooked world of the past that no one knows and where no one wants to come. I found a barely legible metal plate on a half-ruined garden wall that showed the number of the house. It was covered with rust, probably as old as the house itself. Without hesitation, I recorded the number in my digital organizer, which I brought some time ago because of my increasing forgetfulness. When I inspected it from the forgetfulness, yeah, I'm reading it right. When I inspected it from the outside, it was obvious that no one lived there at the time. I examined it in order to learn it was for sale and not. I can't describe if it's for sale or not, and I can't describe my feelings when I found the person who was selling it. Later, I talked to the vendor, and with happy smile on his face, I remember he said that he had never come here before. The house has been left to his company because of mortgage, and he wanted to sell it right away, but never thought that this would happen. He didn't know anything more about the house, and in fact, I wouldn't have cared if he had. I bought it without hesitation. There is one point that I don't want to continue without mentioning. After I bought the house, I learned that it had another admirer who introduced himself as Ivar Bergen, a Norwegian immigrant. Judging from his appearance, it was obvious that he was a wealthy person, and I remembered he said when we first met that he was also an aspiring owner, but it seemed that he was too late. Interesting. So basically, this house attracted him. Let's see what will happen. This house is an old and real place beyond my imagination. I cannot stop thinking what it would say if walls could talk. Some of the surrounding houses have been abandoned and shunned by people and are on brink of collapse. A few of them even collapsed a long time ago. It makes me wonder is the probability of restoration having been done fairly recently, since the house is still standing firm and strong. I'm sure that this house is an old as the surrounding ones. Maybe the main reason for the bad reputation of this quarter is the different rumors that are often spread about some of the abandoned houses. These rumors recount how these houses have sometimes had bad owners, including some unknown foreigners. Some people in the town consider the crime rate to be high here, but that has not been my experience. The inhabitants of the neighborhood keep very much to themselves and don't socialize frequently, other than gossip quietly amongst themselves. I started getting to know Ivar Bergen and can't say that our interests coincide almost completely. He visited me after our first meeting and we took opportunity to talk at length. So basically, both Clark and Norwegian guy are like into occult stuff. He managed to enchant me with his vast knowledge of mystic subjects. We talked the night away discussing topics of mutual interest, and he told me about the things he experienced in some Eastern European countries. Like what? I'm from Eastern Europe. What did he experience? Vodka? Oh my god, I expected dude going somewhere, exotic, and he was in Eastern Europe. I mean, he can find vampires here if he's into occult shit and stuff like that, but vampire legends, that's all that he can find. Never mind. And India, oh well, that's something else. And about his connection with some really esoteric and secret people and societies, he told me that he had read some books and tomes which were prohibited, or attempts had been made to try to destroy them a long time ago. I cannot describe the pleasure I had when he expressed his unbelievable theories about the background of most of the things which are assumed to be superstition, with proofs cited from things he had read in some of the ancient sources. For a long time I lived alone amongst ordinary people and cannot describe the empty feeling that I always felt within me. From now on, I think that I will not have such a problem anymore. In life, it's really hard to find someone who you can speak with even within your own family. I told Ivor this from the bottom of my heart and encouraged him to visit me whenever he likes. Oh, this dude really likes Ivor. Before tending to the outdoor areas, I decided to restore the interior of the house. To do this, I was assisted by original blueprints while I was checking the antique furniture last night in order to decide what to throw away. I found one carved wooden statue and a strange well-like dig whose opening was carefully covered with a single piece of rusty metal plate and some wooden blocks. I had not checked this room before since its key was not given to me with the others. I might have noticed this beforehand, but I didn't have much time to get the keys, being busy with company agreements, and the man from whom I bought this house was aboard traveling. Incidentally, there is another point that I can't continue without mentioning. That room, which oddly enough contains a well, has no electric wiring. It is really strange that in contrast all of the other rooms have electricity, so I had to light up the room with some lanterns, which I find amongst the old furniture of the house. I felt slight cold draught coming from within the carefully covered well, and occasionally I heard some rattling sounds, but because I didn't have a strong enough flashlight, I couldn't examine the situation down below. I think when you open every well that is dried out and empty, you will feel cold draught. It's not like it's something paranormal and stuff like that. But rattling, that's concerning. I went through a few small wooden blocks down, but I only heard sounds which made me think that the ground at the bottom is covered with mud. As soon as possible, I'm going to buy a stronger flashlight and try to examine down below. This isn't even the slightest clue regarding the reasons for digging such a well. Maybe it's the entrance to an underground room which was dug for the purpose of taking shelter during an extraordinary situation such as war. I wanted to take a look down there, but the ladder at the side seemed to rust in flames. I decided to try it would be too dangerous, so I tried to find another way, but I couldn't find anything useful at that time. The carved wooden statue is a complete enigma. I have no idea what it depicts. Whenever I hold it, due to reasons I can't comprehend, I feel that it's very ancient. You could work in a museum, Clark, you know. It was carved smoothly from a species of the tree that I don't recognize. Okay, so I mean, do you need to recognize every tree species? I feel that it's very ancient. It was carved smoothly from a species. Yes, it was carved smoothly. I read that. I don't recognize it and contains secret compartment. I think that I unintentionally did something because it opened by itself, or maybe it was already open. I'm not sure. There was nothing in the secret compartment. It was completely empty. Oddly enough, I feel that it had once stored something very precious. In addition, a beautiful yet subtle smell is dispersing from within the secret compartment. I cannot tell what it is. But maybe it's some type of incense. Interesting, this guy found a lot of stuff in this house. Okay, we have these 2 pages. I'm sorry about this. Whoever wants can skip this. I really like the background story, so I'm gonna read most of the interesting stuff, not all. I think I really started to get used to the house. During the first weeks, although I even hid this from myself, I felt like I wasn't going to get used to being here. I was jumping at every creak and cautiously listening to every sound. I keep waking up because of some excessively dense, strange smells whose source I couldn't identify, then wasn't able to get back to sleep again. Yes, this might sound childish, but this house has a genius lossy, that I don't know, letting shit. Basically, this could be like the consciousness of the house, or the spirit of the house, that is really effective. As if all the creaks which are heard within and all these musty smells are alien. Maybe some of the stories that I have heard from some of the local people have influenced my thinking. The importance of these stories, most of them being related to old owners of the houses, seems too much for local people. When they talk about these matters, a tone dominates their voices that is a mixture of oh my God, what's wrong with my English today? Mixture of awe and reverence, as though they are afraid of being heard, they start to whisper. Okay, so basically people are scared talking about this place. According to the story, this quarter is one of the first settlements of the Welsmot, and for this reason the houses which are standing now are the reconstructed, or at least vastly restored version of the original ones. There was a special purpose for trying to keep some of the houses intact, and they are too tight-lipped about this purpose. They mention some connection and deep wells like the one I found in my house, but they refrain from describing the purpose of this. This is interesting. If I investigate further, I hope to learn more about these connections or deep wells. I've completed all the preparations for the restoration and hired a competent and experienced team. They will start working next week to change all the inner wooden planking and wallpaper. I hope that with these changes I can stop all these musty and other unknown smells. I can't say that Ivor likes this restoration process. He asserted that such changes are going to destroy the original genius Loath, and he argued with me on this for a long time for some reason that I could not understand. I can't stop thinking that he was more angry than he left on. Yes, I know that he is really sensitive about such topics, but I can't change his opinions. Yeah, I can't change his opinions. I told him that this is going to be a restoration that is based on the original design. I'm not going to change my mind about this. And as soon as possible, I want to have the restoration process completed. And those are the Clark's notes. Very, very exciting. I can't wait to check that house. Anything else here? I don't think so. I think we need to go. This is the calendar, picture, boxes. I think we need to go to the Clark's house and see for ourselves if it's accessible, of course. I hope that I'm not missing anything here. I don't see any more magnifying lenses. Let's just go out and visit the Clark's residence and leave this pleasant Loath Nolder office. Let me just double check that table. No, those drawings, no, and only the drawer. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with this place. Let's go. And here's the Clarksville's residence. This place welcomes one with a threatening sulk. You reach it by climbing through serpentine, shady tunnel-like streets where the houses bulge and lean against each other, and hostile natives peer out of the windows and door furtively. Huh! The interior looks much more different than the exterior would suggest. Looks so mysterious, yeah. I think I can find something here. It's locked. Okay. We're gonna save it here, and I'm gonna override the first save game that I was using for test, and we're gonna conclude this episode here. I'll be continuing this and can't wait to beat this game and similar games that are coming up. See you soon, everyone. Have a nice day. See you soon with more of this game and some other game I might probably stream. Who knows? See you. Bye.